Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today I am so excited because we are doing an unboxing. Blazant sent me this humongous digital air fryer oven, and I know some of you are like, hey, what about your Pampered Chef air fryer? Okay, so here's the thing. Here is the thing. When they contacted me, I thought to myself, I've been contacted several times by companies who want me to use their air fryer in my videos, and I have had to turn every one down. I have, no kidding, been contacted no fewer than 10 times from people who want me to use their air fryer in my video. Now, I've always used the Pampered Chef air fryer because I love that air fryer. It does what I need it to do. It's big enough for my family. Well, mostly big enough. I mean, I do have to, I'll get into that. And so I've never really wanted to venture outside of the Pampered Chef air fryer. However, in comes Blazant. This bad boy is 16 quarts and it promises a rotisserie function. Now, they actually didn't offer me this one because they have some other awesome air fryers that have the baskets and you shake, shake, shake. And I said to them, I turned them down initially. I'm like, well, unfortunately, that air fryer doesn't meet my needs. But if you'd be willing to give me the bigger one, I would be willing to give it a try and show my viewers what I think. They at first were like, well, but then guess what? Here it is. So I am gonna give this thing the best shot possible. And today we are going to do an unboxing and the first cook on this. Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do surf, turf, and cluck. So I am gonna actually cook filet mignon, salmon, and chicken with roast potatoes all at the same time in this bad boy. Well, at least I hope so. I will leave all the product links in the info of this video, but you can find them on Amazon. Just look up Blazant and look for the 16-quart air fryer. I do not receive anything from doing this video. The only thing that I received is the machine. So this is an honest review, and I hope you enjoy it. Are you ready for this adventure? I know I am, because this is lunch, and I am super excited about fitting all of that food into the air fryer at the same time and having it done nearly at the same time. So let's go. So inside, first of all, we have a cool magnet, and this magnet has some cheats for all the different foods. It has frozen fries,
thin fries, homemade fries, potato au gratin, homemade potato wedges, steak, meat chops, hamburger, sausage roll.
All the things, and you can stick it right on your refrigerator if your refrigerator was magnetic. Lucky for me, the side of my refrigerator is magnetic. The next thing I have is the instruction manual. And then we have an amazing cookbook. They have some really awesome recipes with beautiful pictures. So, all right, enough about that. Let's get it out. Bum, bum, bum. This is packaged really well. I'm impressed so far. I'm impressed. All right, drip tray, rack, rotisserie, and there's the rotisserie lifter. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. And it is very light. I'm actually very surprised at how not heavy this is. All right, let's take off some of this other stuff. Here we go. Ooh, it says beep. Oh, let's look. Oh, it has a sticker that says beep, beep, beep. Shake it, flip it. So this has a reminder, just like the Pampered Chef air fryer does, to shake and flip your food. That is super important to me because I always forget to shake and flip. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. So here we have, here we have the basket and the basket assembly. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Let's check out the inside. So the inside is your basic air fryer idea. It is much bigger on the inside. It's like the TARDIS. It's very light. It is probably just as light as the Pampered Chef one. The door is spring loaded. So once you start to shut it, it will go all the way shut. It does have the rotisserie thing right here on the sides, so you can install your rotisserie. I should have done a rotisserie chicken. You know, that would have been smart. But I like the surf, turf, and cluck idea, don't you? This is the look of, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I mean, I don't know why I'm in trouble. I mean, I am all about innovation, price affordability, and the ease at which you can do your whole family's meal. There are times that I am using my Pampered Chef air fryer that I have to stay in the kitchen while everyone else starts to eat because stuff is not all done at the same time. Because when you have a large family or you have a lot of people over that you're entertaining, and you want to utilize your air fryer, unless you have multiple air fryers, and maybe some people do, but if I could do it all in one air fryer, that would be ideal. Okay, let's give this thing some power. So I have not read the instructions at all, so I'm gonna fumble through this because most people fumble through their new appliances. Very few of us, and if you're one of those, that is fine. Very few of us read the instructions. If I need to read the instructions, I definitely will. But this seems, it's an air fryer. It should be pretty relatively easy. All right, so we have some preset functions here. We have fries, steak, wings, chicken, veggies, toast, dehydrate, and seafood. We also have a light function. Whoa, that is super bright so you can see your food. We have the go button and that's the rotisserie button. So that's cool. And then we have the temp time button. Okay, that is pretty cut and dry. So let's get some of these things installed in here. So here we have a galvanized drip tray. All right, so let's go ahead and install our racks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the top rack on the top, and I will put the veggie / other on the bottom. And this is the little tool that I was mentioning that I think that is really, really smart. Because grabbing things out of your machine is dangerous. Oh, there's plastic on that. Yep, there we go. Okay. It's very dangerous. And unless you have some of the oven gloves that I like to tote, which I absolutely love, and you will see them during this video, this is a cool little feature. Look at that. That is pretty fantastic. So, and there are 3 levels, just like in the Pampered Chef one. There is the bottom one, the one right below the rotisserie, and the one above the rotisserie. The thing that I'm noticing that they do not have is they do not have an element protector. So if you are doing things like chips or something that may fly around like kale chips, just be aware that if that food touches the heating element, it's potentially a fire risk. Not that many air fryers do, but I just know that Pampered Chefs does. So take that for what it's worth, trying to be honest here. All right, and then let's install the rotisserie just so that you who have one of these for the first time, I mean, I take for granted that I know this stuff, but maybe you don't. So here is the rotisserie rod, and we are going to, there are little notches on the rod, which I find incredibly helpful, so I know where to put the first one so that whenever it goes into the rotating area, it's not hiding up against or hitting, did I say hiding? It's not hitting up against the machine or the food. So that is incredibly helpful. So this would be where you would put your chicken, slide your chicken down on top, And then you would get your other rotisserie fork, I guess it's called. You would jam it down in there, and so then it would hold your chicken. So your chicken would be between these two right here. And then you would then twist it and tighten it on up. Let me see if there's a, nope, you can tighten it anywhere you want. So if you have a very large chicken, of course, you want to make sure the chicken fits between these two. And it does, because the forks go into the chicken and hold it together, and then you would tie the chicken up, and then you would install your rotisserie here using the rotisserie install tool. So this is the rotisserie install tool, and you would put it right in and hold on. Put it in the correct way. So something I'm noticing right now, this side is the side that goes in the side that rotates, and this side goes on the knob. This is important because as you put it in there just now, it was kind of like wobbly, and I was thinking, this doesn't fit. Aha, that's why. That's very smart. And then if you were to use the rotisserie function, let's go, because I'm just going to use it real quick. I'm just going to show you how it turns and so on and so forth. All right, so let's go ahead and set the time. We'll set it for, let's say, actually we'll set it for 1 minute just so that we can see it. And then our temperature, so I hit the set time again, set time temperature again. Let's see how low it can go. Oh, I love that it doesn't beep all the way down. 140, that's great. Okay, we'll just let it be. And then we're gonna push go. And then let's push rotisserie. And look at that. Isn't that nifty? And this is rather quiet for the moment. I'm sure that you can hear it in my microphone, but it is super quiet. This is obviously only 140, but let's jack the temperature up and see how loud it gets. We're gonna start it at 450. We're gonna put the time back down to 1 minute, and we are going to go ahead and push start. And I know there's nothing in there, but it's only a minute. But I wanna see how loud it is, and I wanna see how hot it can get on the inside in just 1 minute. Let's tip it up just a little bit. Can we see that element up there? Yep, we can see the element up there. Doesn't look like it's getting red hot or anything. This is quiet enough that I could probably use it during a video and not worry that I am too close to it, because I'm standing right next to it. And there you go. The time is over, and there's your countdown to the cool down period. So if you catch it before it beeps, will it still beep? Let's find out. Oh, yes, it will. Ooh, and it is awfully toasty in there. I would not want to touch anything that's in there. So, oh, it will still beep. That's good info as well. So there you go. Okay, well, I think we're ready to cook. Are you guys ready to see what this bad boy can do? I know that I am. Okay, let me just reset a little bit. Okay, while I was resetting, I noticed that there is a little thing on the side here, and I want to say that is probably for some of the tools to hang on. Wow, do you see that? That is pretty nifty. Or maybe it's for this one. Oh, I bet you it's for this one so that you always have it. Oh, or pot holders or anything else. Oh, that's pretty, I'm just saying, that's pretty cool. Whoa, don't spill the butter. Okay, well, that was fun. This is fun. Anyone can send me products to try. I will totally welcome them. This is a lot of fun. Okay, let's go on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna get the potatoes in the bottom in the veggie basket. So what I have here is some olive oil, and today I am going to use the Kinder's wood-fired garlic on everything. That way I kind of have an even taste to everything, because I'm making the surf and turf and cluck, and I want everything to kind of be generally the same flavor. I mean, technically my filet mignon, yes, I'm doing filet mignon, will just have rosemary butter on it, but at least the potatoes, whoa, little guy, come back. At least the potatoes will be the same flavor as my fish and my chicken. Looks great. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the potatoes on one side of this basket. So what I'm gonna do to this beautiful salmon, this is a Norwegian Alaskan, that doesn't even make any sense. A Norwegian Atlantic salmon. We're just going to oil him up. Be sure to oil your skin liberally, and I have one hand gooey and one hand not, so that I can sprinkle our seasoning all over and rub it in just lightly. That's it, lightly seasoned. Take a drink of your coffee. And then decide where we're gonna put it on our tray. So I was thinking about it. I think I am going to make salmon fillets so that they will fit a little easier on my tray. So I'll cut. Here we have our potatoes now, and we will get our fish on. Now, it is super important that I oil up. I know that seems like a silly, but I'm gonna oil it up because I don't want my fish to stick. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to place the fish in here, skin side up. And I'll put the potatoes in it next to it because they're all gonna cook. It'll be fine that it's touching raw fish. So now I'm going to wash my hands before I get all dirty. And we are going to open this and get our rack installed at the bottom. And the reason I'm installing it at the bottom is because the fish is definitely more delicate than the beef or the chicken, and we definitely don't want to overcook that. All right, here I have my sheet tray, and so all we're going to do to the filet mignon is we are going to salt and pepper it liberally. All right, so the filet mignon is done. Now it's time to get the chicken in. I'm gonna do the same thing to the chicken that I did to the fish, and we're going to massage our chicken well, and since both of my hands are dirty with chicken juice, I can't even pick up, oh my word, choices. The world has them all, and I make bad choices sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna take our garlic wood fire rub and we're just going to sprinkle it all over the chicken. Do you think I could get that piece of salmon right on this tray? I bet you I can. And boom, look at that. Everything fit. All right, so we are going to install this in the middle rack here, and I am going to make sure that the food is not touching the side of the machine. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Now, what is brilliant about this Surf, Turf, and Cluck is that it all cooks at the same temperature for nearly the same time. The steak is gonna cook for 8 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna flip it over at the halfway point. The chicken is going to cook for 8 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna flip it over at the halfway point. And the fish is actually 9 to 12 minutes. So, and the vegetables, well, they'll get done when they're done. They may take a little bit longer. That's why I cut them a little smaller in hopes that they will all be done at the same time. Okay, so let's push go. Let's turn it to 364. Let's do 12 minutes. And this should beep at me at the halfway mark to remind me to turn everything over. You ready for this adventure? Let's go. See you back here. Check it out. Those look fantastic. We're gonna temp everything. Make sure it is done. It is not quite done yet, which is what I suspected, but let's temp our chicken. Chicken is done. So let's put our chicken off to the side. Let's temp our fish. at 140. It needs to be at 140. Oh yeah, 143. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and get our filet mignon. And I wondered if the filet mignon wasn't going to cook quite at the same time because it's bone-in filet mignon, not boneless. It's fine. And let's check out these guys. Whoa, did you see that? I almost dropped it. Okay, we'll get that going again while we mess with this. Okay, so let's temp this. I don't think that the salmon on the bottom is done. It is almost done, but not quite. So I'll give it a few more minutes with the beef, but let's check our potatoes. Oh, potatoes are done. Okay, there's a few of these potatoes that are not quite done yet. So let me I'll leave a few of them on there. And I will check. Oh, the other thing that I did while you were gone was you can actually add time and change the temperature without stopping the machine. All you have to do is click the button and do like time. Let's turn it down to like 2 minutes so I remember to check it. And then you can do your temperature again to higher, lower. You know, if you're like, oh, it needs to be 360 at the beginning and then change it to 380 or 400 or whatever else, it will let you do that. So that's kind of cool. I won't lie. And it looks like our fish has reached temperature 140. And you guys, look at the crispy skin on this fish. That looks fantastic. Looks like it came off of a barbecue. Look at that. And look at that bone-in filet mignon, all ready for my surf, turf, and cluck meal. Oh my goodness. Can you even? That is a feast, my friend. Check out this amazing amount of food that went into this big but amazing little air fryer. Okay, I am going to brush my steaks with some rosemary butter, so I need another plate. And we are gonna let them rest for several minutes before we eat them, but our rosemary butter is ready to go, so we are just going to finish them off with some rosemary butter because rosemary butter on beef is amazing. So we'll put this one over here, and we're gonna go ahead and make up a little plate of this surf, turf, and cluck, because how amazing is that? You know, the thing that I like about this air fryer already is that I made this entire meal for way more than 2 people in the air fryer. But wow, look at how everything turned out. I'm a little fascinated at the size. I'm fascinated about the ease of use. Straight out of the box, it was super easy to figure out. The only thing that I will question is that beep feature that it said that it had. I read the instruction manual during the interim, and I could not figure out how to get it to beep at me to shake or whatever. Maybe I'm missing a step, but all in all, for the price of this machine, for the largeness of the machine, and for the functionality, everything, you have all of these presets, you have plenty of room to cook a monster meal. I mean, this is a lot of food. This is a great machine for the price point. It cooked exactly how I thought it was going to cook compared to my other air fryers. And All in all, I really think that if you want to get a good bang for your buck, you should look into a Blazant 16 quart air fryer. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about it besides I really look forward to adventuring with this thing, seeing what size of chicken I can get to fit inside. Hey, maybe even a turkey? I don't know. 16 quarts is pretty big though. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed that unboxing video and the first cook, please give it a like. Also, check out Blazant. Like I said, they did not pay me for this review. This was an honest review. They just sent me the product and I am pleased with this machine. So if you are in the market for a good air fryer that has a rotisserie function and all of that space, definitely check out Blazant. I will leave a link in the comments to the product. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye. Does that work? I'm gonna go ahead and let this go for the full minute so that we can hear the beep when it's done, because that's kind of important to know what the beep is and how loud it is and if it's annoying, that kind of stuff. So we'll give it a second. Oh, okay, so that's amazing. Okay, well, let's see here. I want to, that's cool. That's cool. It has a second down, a second countdown. That is really interesting. I think I like that feature a lot. Okay, so it's only been 140 in there. I'm not gonna burn myself if I reach in there and grab that thing, but always use precautions when you are using an air fryer oven because it is hot, and it is very hot. If this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, I recommend everyone get some oven barbecue gloves like this, because it literally makes it so that you can reach in and take out your hot things. It's really nice for stoneware. They're must have if you have an air fryer. Okay, so let's hear what this sounds like on the highest setting that it will go in.